Hey, what is up, guys? Clausen X here, representing Clausen Exercise. Welcome to KX Corner. Today I want to talk to you guys about motivation. Why am I talking about motivation? It's been done 100,000 times. Well, because I think that motivation is something that everyone kind of has their own perception and angle on as to what it means and what it means to be motivated, how to get motivated, how can I acquire this motivation. And people seem to use this motivation as something that you have or something that you don't have as a reason for doing something or a reason for not doing something. Hey, how did you get that done? Oh, it was easy. I was really motivated. Hey, why didn't you come to practice today? Oh, I really had no motivation to be there. People all seem to tie it back to motivation and not having it. There's a line that I've heard a lot, and that is that I'm just not a motivated person. So when you say something like that you're not a motivated person, you're implying that there are people in this world who are motivated people, and they're somehow genetically different than you, like they were born motivated, like they were motivated to walk first, like it was some kind of factor that they were born with. And in reality, it really isn't. Motivation is one psychological factor in a sequence of you doing things. It's just one piece of you getting things done. It's just the very beginning. Rely on that motivation to carry them through. I remember back when YouTube was just becoming a big thing and we looked up YouTube videos for motivation. I looked up all kinds of football motivational videos before I'd go to practice, or just as if I was really not feeling it. I'd look up all these motivational videos or to go to the gym, because believe it or not, I hated going to the gym when I was younger. And I'd watch these motivational videos and I'd get just so fired up, right? Like I would be so motivated to do this thing, and then I'd go do it. And then the next day, okay, I gotta find another video that was awesome, and I couldn't find I couldn't find one that was as good as that one. And I kept watching that one and it lost value. So I looked for other videos, and then those videos started to lose value. And then I ran out of motivational videos to watch on YouTube, and I just thought, well, this was what fired me up, what gave me my motivation to go to football. What am I going to do now? Like I said, it's just a piece of the puzzle. What you need to have is an end goal. You need to have some sort of vision for yourself, some task that you want to achieve, or some, a person that you want to become. And the motivation is just what gets you started. It's what gets you going. You have an idea, you have a goal that comes into your head, and you are now motivated to do this thing. And this motivation might only last a few minutes, it might last an hour, it might last a day, whatever it might be. But second or third day comes around with you working towards your goal, and all of a sudden that motivation, that fire, isn't going like it was going the first day, and you think, well, what the heck, I lost my motivation. Maybe I can't do this. In my opinion, I don't believe that there's such a thing as unmotivated people and motivated people. There's just people who have dreams and goals, and there's just people that fail to realize theirs, or they're too scared to go after them. So what is motivation from? Where does it even come from? It comes from inside you. It comes from in your heart. It comes from in your head. It's a powerful feeling. It's when you realize the things that you can achieve and the things you can do. You realize your own potential. You get really excited, and you think, like, I can do this. I can go achieve my dreams. I can go run and hit that guy in football. Like you start to believe in yourself, this thing that is always suppressed. You're in this state of self-belief, and sometimes it fades on its own, sometimes it's squashed by your parents that don't believe in you, or your friends, or you have an unrealistic goal in society's eyes, and they squish you down, they squish that self-belief back down, and that energy that you had in you of like, I can do this, just becomes lower and lower and lower, and then you think, well, it's gone. I lost it. I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I've already touched on this in another video, but I want to use it for the purpose of this one. And it's that when I was in a state after high school, I had just had surgery on my wrist, and I had a cast. I was starting to put on weight. I was doing a lot of sitting around. I was having a very hard time being active. I had this cast on. I couldn't lift weights, right? I hated cardio. I was a firm believer that football was my cardio, but football season was over. I was out of high school. So I just didn't know what to do. I had no motivation to do anything. And I thought, I can't do anything. I mean, still gotta wait for this hand to heal, and I gotta get my strength back. What's even the point? And as cheesy as it sounds, I just remember watching the movie Rocky for the first time, and I was just so entranced by the movie, right? And then after watching that movie, it kind of struck me that, and it wasn't Rocky's victory that was like, holy crap, he won, I can win. It was more his character development, his journey along the way, where he started from and where he got to, and the things that he went through to get there. It wasn't the most practical way, but it was his way. It was the way he provided for himself. It's the way he stuck to, and he got what he wanted. So then here I am, thinking, man, look at me. I have this cast on my head, and I'm just getting chubby. I'm losing my athletic abilities I had in high school. I gotta start to do something with myself here. And then it was on that night, I made a plan for what I was gonna do every day of the week, like a little fitness workout plan. And I was super motivated that first day. And that second day, right, the first day of training, it was like there's still that doubt, that self-doubt. Then you push past it. Then the second day it becomes a little easier to push past your self-doubt because you did it the first time. And then by the third day, it's starting to feel like you have something going. Starting to feel like routine. The second month in, you think that I was thinking about motivation anymore? No, I didn't need motivation. I had a pattern. I had a schedule to follow. I had something that kept me on track. Whether I had motivation or not, it doesn't matter, because it was my commitment to my goal. It was my dedication to what I wanted for myself, that I didn't have to worry about having motivated, waking up motivated. I had a plan for myself, and if I just didn't do it, I realized I wasn't moving closer to my goal or my plan. The motivation came from me having that self-actualization that I can do this. That was my motivation. You have a moment where you realize your potential and the things that you can do. And that's scary for most people. For most people, they see the things that they can achieve, what their abilities are. They realize that they can do a lot if they set their mind to it. And that's scary, because you enter worlds and things that you don't know. And there's a lot of things that you're faced along the way. You have no idea how to face them. There's obstacles and there's hurdles. There's things that are out of your realm, not on your level. And you just have to take those obstacles as they come at you. And then the more you tackle these obstacles, the better you become at it. And you become better at tackling the bigger and the more obscure obstacles along the way. That motivation is just the thing that gets you going, but it's your commitment and your dedication to yourself and your goals. That's what's gonna get you through. So let's say by chance that you watched this video and you felt motivated and you thought, yeah, you know what, Zach's right, I'm gonna go do this. 2 days later, the effect from this video is gone and you're feeling burnt out and you're thinking, man, I'm gonna watch this video again for more motivation. That's not gonna help you anymore. You're at the point where you know your goal, you know that you can do it, you just have to commit to it. And that's the hard part, is just getting started and getting going. But the longer you stay committed, the longer you stay dedicated, the easier it is. You ask any regular gym member why they go to the gym, they get to a point, and I guarantee you all of them will say, well, I have to. They're not gonna say, yeah, it's day 300 on my mission to become this person, and I'm so motivated, I'm motivated every day. They hit a point where they're like, I'm here because I have to be. Why wouldn't I be here? How am I gonna be getting closer to my goals if I'm not here? And that's a mindset that you develop over time, not through daily motivation, but through commitment and hard work. So first of all, you need a goal. You need a vision for yourself. Second of all, you need to figure out how you're gonna achieve that goal. You have to figure out a plan. Figure out what you're doing for the next week, and then for the next month, the next half year, the next year, where you want to be in 5 years. You got to figure all this stuff out, because if you go into it blind, then you're not helping yourself. You're going to give up. You're going to burn out with no map. It's just like going driving at night with no headlights on. You're just kind of hoping for the best, hoping you don't crash into something, and then need someone to jumpstart you so that you can keep driving again in the dark. It makes no sense. Turn your headlights on, right? Make a plan. Your motivation just starts that car, and you have to drive it. You have to get it to where you're going. So that means you're responsible for fueling up, right? Giving yourself gas, giving yourself the things that keep you fueled and going along the way. You have to surround yourself with things that inspire you to be closer to your goal and inspire you to be who you want to be. And if you do all those things, you will get to your goal. Motivation, vision, how to achieve it, commitment, hard work, building habits, routine, and then achieving your goal. It's just that simple, guys. Don't lean on motivation. Appreciate it. Recognize it for what it is. Use it to inspire you. Every time I think back to what I was to where I am now, it motivates me. It inspires me. I'm inspiring myself from my past self because I took action and committed then. And I use that initial motivation, like, because I remember it and I know what it was and I know what it felt like, And I don't need any more than that, because I have my goal and I had that initial spark, and I'm still going off of that spark. I'm not kidding. Something so powerful as that is all you need to get through. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a like, leave a comment if you want to. What are your goals? What are your dreams, your visions? How are you gonna get there? These are all things you gotta ask yourself. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in to KX Corner. Stay tuned next Thursday for a new video. Kolosniks out.